Oops, I did it again. What are you doing, dude? Just... It's my girlfriend's playlist. No, it's not. Shit. Simon Miller, the bored a-hole here. Welcome to a brand new week. To be honest, I'm just thankful we've got here, as is Gerald the fitness mascot. My new favorite thing on YouTube videos is people that just stumble across them like, why is there just a penguin there? Don't be penguinist. He is the most supportive and motivational penguin in the world. People get mad about his tag. We'll do a whole video on it. Who knows where we are going to go with this. Before we do get going, because so many people asked and so many people have already done a tremendous response, merchandise has been restocked. We've got the Flexus tee, we now have the Flexus tank, and we have the brand new BLC t-shirt. Be a part of the big little club. Doesn't matter if you're big, doesn't matter if you're little. You're in the fitness club. That's it. It's all about your own games, your own story, your own motivation, your own evolution, your own progress. Given that I just said that once by accident and made it up, the fact it's become a thing is the most wondrous thing of all time. You know what's coming next if merchandise does well? That's right, Gerald t-shirt. And eventually I'll waste all my money on merchandise and massively regret it, but no, I do massively appreciate the support. Simon.bigcartel.com, there is a link in the description below, but let's not worry about that anymore. Because today we are talking about the people in the gym that lie. And secretly, we all do this, but it's something that happened to me the other day on Instagram, and I laughed so much, I was like, we gotta do it. So it's 8 lies everybody in the gym tells, and how you can spot it a mile away. Number 8 is the selfie in the gym. Now, the selfie in the gym has become one of these, well, it's as common as breathing oxygen. If you do not take a selfie when you go to the gym, did you even lift? Does it even count as a workout? No, it doesn't. You're not gonna get the approximate gains, and you're just gonna become as small as a fish. Here's the thing though, right? I'm not going to say who it is because they're in my family and I don't want to expose them and I love them, but they're also a moron. But they did an Instagram post the other day. It was 8 a.m. on Sunday, going in the gym, training really hard. And there they were, ching, in the gym. There was everything behind them. And I sent this person a message saying, I know you're not in the gym. And they responded saying, how do you know this? Because I was like, we're in the middle of a lockdown in the England, you buffoon. You need to take it down. You look like an absolute fool. Pow. The message, the Instagram post, I should say, vanished. And I could not stop laughing. And let's not pretend it only happens in the middle of lockdown. This happens all the time. My point being, do not buy into social media at face value. Social media is just a lie. Social media is there for 2 things. One, you want attention, and you go on Facebook and go, oh, the worst thing happened to me today. And then someone responds going, what is it, babe? And then you go, oh, I can't tell you, hun. You're like, why did you put it up there in the first place? But also to make it seem like they're working out every day, they're eating the right kind of diet, and maybe they're not. Behind the scenes, maybe they're in bed. Maybe they're in bed, they're lying, they're asleep, and they're eating pizza as they upload, I'm having great celery right now, I'm loving celery. No one flipping likes celery, people like cheese. So yeah, I was almost in tears, and it kind of ties into this thing. When you see someone who is massively ripped and they're looking great, and you're like, man, I want to look like that, just remember you do not know what has gone into this. You don't even know how the picture was taken. Maybe it was done in a studio with bright lights like I've got right now, sliding off my stupid bald head to make them look at their best. And if you actually saw them when they first woke up in the morning, you go, obviously I'm still impressed, but you don't have that wazow, wow look, oh my gosh, that I thought initially. It's okay, I get it. You put it out there to almost motivate yourself. There's nothing wrong with it. But when you do get caught, it is the funniest thing ever. Number 7 is I can lift, and then you insert weight here, and it's always some kind of crazy weight. Like, it's always some guy in the gym, I can bench press 200 kilograms, which I don't know how much 200 kilograms is in pounds, maybe 400 pounds or something like that. Anyway, it is a hell of a lot. And if somebody said that to me, I would be taken aback. I'd be like, wow, man. I mean, that is incredible. You should probably be going down the strongman route. You should probably be entering competitions. But here's the way that you can spot it, or here's the way that you can disprove it. Just go, please lift that now. And then watch their faces. They go, I can't do it now. I have a slight impairment in my deltoid, so I must rest from bench. And you can go, bullshit, you can't lift crap. And also, if you can lift that much, they absolutely have a video of it. If I could lift that much, every time you saw me, I would go, have you seen the video of me bench pressing 200 kilograms? That would be unreal. The part B to this is that sometimes people will do it, and you know what they do? They get the bar, and instead of going all the way down, all the way up, or at least doing some, range of motion that counts, they go, meep, and they move like, I sound like Roadrunner, meep, meep, and they move about an inch. What is that working? What is that? Apart from your ego, what is that working? And also, you're just being an idiot. Because going and doing the 2-inch thing didn't help you at all. It's the risk-reward thing. The risk is that you drop it and you crush your larynx and die. Number 6, I actually think we talked about before, but I put it in here again because it's one of my favorite, and that is, oh, I'm bulking right now, and yet they don't look like they lift weights at all. It's usually is said in the gym. All you have to do is watch them over a 12-month period. So you're playing the long game here, and you will notice that they're always bulking, and that 9 times out of 10, this person actually goes around in the gym and just chats to everyone, which is very nice. They're probably quite lonely. They're looking for some kind of friendship. So yeah, 2 thumbs up for that. But I love the guy. I love the perma bulker. And we've done this so many times, but it's true. But there's a difference. You can be a perma bulker and be a big guy, but also have a big of a gut. That's fine. I'm talking about the person who doesn't actually want to lift weights. They don't actually want to have a diet. They want to be disciplined. And you don't have to. There's no rules. But they still want to have the association of going to the gym. They just say, I'm bulking right now. I love it. You hear it across the gym, and I smile. A little wry smile every time you hear, I'm bulking right now. Who cares? No one cares what kind of stage diet you're in. But unless they ask. All right? It's never asked. It's just offered. From nowhere. You could be talking about the weather. Oh man, I can't believe how sunny it is in November. And they just go, yeah, I'm bulking right now. It's like, this is not how conversations work, my friend. But they are just desperate to be in the BLC. And I've already said it. Doesn't matter if you're big. Doesn't matter if you're little. If you're going to the gym, you can be in the club. Even this guy. Number 5 is, this is a rarity, and it happens, is when you stumble across somebody's phone or you hear them, what they're listening to their music, and they go, oh, that's not my music. This is my girlfriend's playlist. And it's Backstreet Boys, or it's NSYNC, or it's, I don't know, Harry Styles, whatever. Pick it. It's Little Mix. Pick whoever the hell you want. No, it isn't. And also, if it is your girlfriend's playlist, why has she put it on your phone? Doesn't make any sense. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a cheesecake and make you eat it, even though I wanted cheesecake. You don't do that. You make the cheesecake for you. It would be on her phone. There's nothing wrong with liking what you deem to be crap music. I've said this before. Do you know what one of my favorite workout songs is? Backstreet Boys, The Call.
Listen, baby, I'm sorry. Just wanna tell you, don't worry. I will be late. Don't stay up and wait for me.
Otherwise, YouTube copyright claims it. It's a great song. It is. Anything by Backstreet Boys for anything. It's got upbeat tempo. It's a little bit different. Like, I'm well and truly into metal. And I like some pretty heavy stuff. Not according to the comments. Like, that's not real metal. I'm like, oh, shoot me. Who cares? But I can get into Backstreet Boys. Little Mix, not my thing. NSYNC are okay. One Direction, again, not really. Listen to whatever the hell you want. Don't deprive yourself of happiness just because somebody else may judge you for it. Do you know how sad of a person you have to be to judge somebody else for their music taste? Who cares? Unless you have music in your mouth and you go, and you spit it into someone's face, then you can be mad. Otherwise, there is no need. Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is great. I've been listening to some Miley Cyrus recently. Not all of her stuff is for me, but she got some pipes on her. Number 4 is I never eat before my workout. Now, a lot of people do this. If you're doing intermittent fasting and you like breaking your fast after you go to the gym, that's fine. That's cool. But I would call you an advanced lifter. I think if you got to that stage, you're probably an advanced lifter and you're probably getting the right kind of nutrients in that you need. I'm referring to the person that has just started and decided that they are going to go to the gym without any kind of sustenance in them. And do you know how you prove or find out this lie? They usually collapse in the middle of the floor in the gym. If you are just starting out going to the gym, make sure you're eating before you go. Calories mean energy. Carbohydrates are energy. Put them in you so when you go to the gym, you can be far more productive than you would be otherwise, especially if you're going to do a cardio session. Now, I know some people talk about fasted and non-fasted cardio. When you start off doing this stuff, you have no idea how much your body is going to react to it. So make sure you got some flipping food in you. Why the hell wouldn't you? You get this all the time. Some people go, oh, I never eat. Right, if they never eat, they will go to the gym, they'll do one bicep curl, and they'll just collapse. They just collapse on the floor like a dead turtle because you need stuff in you. You can go, like 3 or 4 days without drinking water. It may be a little less than that. I can't remember. But it's like 20 days without eating any food. Well, that is going to drastically be reduced if you're not putting anything inside your mouth. And you're also going to the gym where you are burning calories. Do not be scared of food is my point. That's the thing. Of course, you need to tidy up your diet. But a healthy diet will result in better training. That's the point. You are fueling yourself. So when you don't get worried about what fuel you're going to put in the car, do you? When you sit in the car, you don't put anything in it because it's lighter and I'm going to move faster. No, you have to put the petrol in there. You need to treat yourself the same way. Number 3 is I lost 14 pounds in 2 to 3 weeks. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They didn't do it. Unless it was surgically removed from them or they are the exception to the rule, but we're talking about 1 in about 42 million. It took them 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. I don't know. Nobody is losing 2 stone in that amount of time, or 1 stone, sorry, in that amount of time. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Now, if you are super overweight and super obese, then yes, you're probably going to shed a lot of weight really quickly, but that is going to be water weight, most of it. And it's still massively impressive, and you should pat yourself on the back. But if we are talking about someone that was kind of already in shape anyway, or maybe a little bit overweight, and they tell you they lost it in 2 weeks, utter utter bullshit. It's like the people that said they got abs in 2 weeks. Utter bullshit. They've been working on this behind the scenes for ages, and they just want to come across like some kind of, like they broke the evolutionary system. I don't know why they need to do this. People like having their egos rubbed. Do not buy into everything that you are being told. And also, let's say that it is true, and you've been doing your diet for a few weeks and you haven't lost 14 pounds. Who the hell cares? It's your journey. You know, it's about where you get to, not what Sheena's doing. I don't know why I'm throwing shade at Sheena, but Sheena goes around telling everyone a bunch of lies. I don't know why, because hopefully she wants to get some self-esteem, right? She didn't get the self-esteem from losing the weight, so now she wants to get it from verbal appreciation. And that's okay, but do not, this is the thing no one ever thinks about. Don't let it knock you off course. Keep doing you. Allow your body to do its own thing, and you will get there. And then when you're there, if you want to tell the lie as well, everybody else is doing it, so you may as well. Number 2 is a rare one, but it happens every now and then. It's people say, I don't work out too hard in the gym because if I'm too intense, I will burn up my muscle. And I'm like, did you just come up with some kind of equation that ends in tank? That's it. What the flip does that mean? You have to be intense in the gym to break a muscle down. Never forget, that's what we're doing in the gym. We're breaking muscles down. You don't technically grow in the gym. You grow when you rest and you eat and you break the muscle down. And you have to be intense to do that. If I said break the wall down, you wouldn't get a penguin toy and just go, you get a flipping sledgehammer. And that's how you have to, go into the attitude with the gym. Now, and some people switch it as well. They go, I don't want to be too intense because I'll burn too much fat. And you're like, but you want to be intense in the gym is my point. There'll be some times when you need deload weeks, and the deload week literally means take your foot off the gas a little bit and allow your body to balance out. But 9 times out of 10, you have to be intense in the gym. You have to push yourself. Otherwise, everybody would be doing it. It'd be the easiest thing ever. The reason people don't like the gym is because it's hard work. Simple as that. It's hard work. Think about that wonderful wall analogy I just came up with and I'm slightly proud of. You have to be intense in the gym. If your friend is telling you they're not, whatever gains they've got have come from a completely different area. And number 1 is I eat what I want. I look like this anyway. And again, the way to figure this out is no, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. It just sounds great to say that. I started lifting weights when I was really, really young. And I remember I was 18 years old and I was in some kind of a restaurant or something, and some guy was quite big and quite ripped, and he was just telling everyone I eat what I want, and he was, tucking into a big dessert, and I think he was drinking beer, and I remember thinking, I don't drink, I don't eat sugary foods, and I don't look anything like that, and now I realize he was probably having his cheat meal on that day, and, in 70, 80, 90% of his normal life, he would be really, really strict. You always get some people that have super genetics that can get away with it. But again, they are the rarity. Do not buy into this shinbig. That's all it is. It's rubbish. It's hullabaloo. It's just made up because it makes them look cool. It does, or at least they think that it does. And it obviously made an impression on me because here we are, 10, 12, 15 years later, and I still remember it. I still remember it to this day. You want to think that there's some magic way not to have to go through a boring diet. It doesn't have to be a boring diet. You know what I mean? Not a super fun, I'm eating cheese all the time diet. I don't have to work out at the gym. That's why I don't like the phrase when people go, well, there's 80% diet and 20% gym. It doesn't make any sense because you have to go to the gym and you have to do the work there. It is 50-50 and it's more than that. You need to be working out hard in the gym. You need to have a good diet. You need to be sleeping. You need to be resting. You need to be relaxing. You need to have a positive mindset. You need all of these things because getting in shape, as I've already said, is really difficult. I know I'm sitting on my high horse and my pedestal here, but if I have a YouTube channel, what else am I meant to do? There's no point me sitting here and going, you just do whatever you want. And you can do whatever you want, but hopefully you're tuning in for some kind of entertainment and some kind of advice. But yes, anyone ever says that to you, just punch them in the face. Just punch them in the face because they're not being a good friend. For the record, do not punch them in the face. And there you go, 8 gym lies everybody tries to get away with and how to spot them. Don't be that guy unless you really want to. I actually don't care. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, ding ding, so you know when other videos are going live. Go to patreon.com/Simon316. No idea why I just decided to push that into one sentence there. At Simon316 on Instagram and Twitter. And yes, simon.bigcartel.com. Buy yourself a new t-shirt if you do want to support the channel and get yourself a lovely little bit of clothing in the mail. Otherwise, just take care of yourselves, take care of each other. That's what Jerry Springer used to say. Don't think he meant it at all. So I've just called him a liar. As a whole other video. I will see you soon.